Please, what do you shave with?
Breastfeeding update. Are you back on birth control? What are your views on modesty? Baby number 2, when?
Good morning, friends. Today, we're gonna hang out the whole day, just as I go along and do everything that I need to do. I have a call in like 5 or 10 minutes, so I'm just gonna make this really quick. I asked on Instagram for like honest, like brutally honest Q&A questions, girl chat, catch up, like anything you wanted to ask. I wanted this to be kind of like a big catch up, honest video. Since I have a call in a couple of minutes, I'm gonna start with something easy. We can then kind of gradually get into the juicier ones. Let's see. Okay, this is fitting because I'm in the bathroom. I just got ready, by the way, for the day. Please, what do you shave with? So I'm in the bathroom. I may as well show you. I really don't have a good shaving routine at the moment. Also, I guess this goes into someone else said, how many times should we as girls shave in your opinion? And I just want to first say that is totally up to you. I prefer to shave. I just feel like a nice silky dolphin when I'm like nice and soft. I don't like the feeling of being prickly. Also, like Gabe tickles my legs and like tickles me a lot, and so I don't like when like he's touching my leg and I have like prickly, or like more than prickly, I promise, like long hairs on my legs. I just prefer to be nice and smooth. I also feel like if my hair starts to grow out, it like can get itchy sometimes. Do you ever feel that? So I just prefer to shave, but I probably don't shave as much as I would like especially my legs, especially in the winter. Who am I kidding? Even in the summer, guys, because I just wear like a lot of jeans. In the winter, no one's seeing my legs, but still I will get that like kind of itchy, uncomfortable feeling. So I will still shave. In the winter, probably like once a week. Summer, once a week. Maybe like once or twice a week. Anyway, that is totally up to you. How much, if you want to shave, how often you want to, like whatever just feels good for your body. I'll show you what I do. I use a men's razor first of all. I'm sure there's good, more like female razors now. Like I've heard a lot of good things about Billy, I think it's called. Maybe, I don't know. I see like influencers talking about it. This is Harry's and I like it, and that's pretty much it. I use this with some body wash soap and that's all I do. When I had a bit better of like a shaving routine, I used this like shaving butter by the brand, I think it's by Truly, and oh my gosh, that I need to get some more of that stuff because it was so good, and like my legs felt so silky soft. I might order some today. Thanks for asking that question. But this is all I use. Harry's razor. I don't know. I think I've always used men's razors. I'm pretty sure my sister did that. And they just shave better than the girl razors, I think. Unless girl razors have had like a big blow up. Let me know if there's like a really, really good razor because I will invest in one. But so far, so good. Guess what? It's time for me to go take my call. I will be back in probably like 30 minutes. Well, it's gonna be like a second for you. Okay, done with my call. Makai just went down for a nap. The next question is, do you prefer reading on your Kindle or buying books? I can never decide which I want to do. So I honestly love both. I have my Kindle next to my bed and I read this every single night. This was literally my best purchase. I got this while I was pregnant with Micaiah, so in 2022. And I remember I wanted it for like breastfeeding nights, like waking up in the night, time in the hospital, especially for travel too. I have so many talking points about a Kindle. I like sound like an ambassador. The thing that Gabe and I love about it most, we both have Kindles next to our bed. We read them every single night. First of all, they help us get sleepy. So amazing. So we don't have a TV in our room. Like we don't watch TV before we go to sleep. We don't go on our phones before we go to sleep. Like we put them away. This, we like chat and read. This is just such a great like natural melatonin. I don't know what about it. We just read for like 20 minutes or so and go to sleep, and it's amazing. So I currently have it on dark mode because we read it when the room is pitch black. We don't need lamps. We don't need lights on. We can both just get in bed. The room is dark. I love reading a real book, real pages, the smell of a book. And I know you can get little like lamps that clip onto the book, and maybe I'll do that next time I want to read a book in bed. But before that, it would be like, oh, I'd be reading my book and I'd be getting sleepy. Oh, but I have to turn off the light. Or if Gabe wants to go to sleep, but I want to keep reading, my lamp is going to keep him up. So this is literally the perfect solution, is that we both just read these, and I guess it has like a light behind it and you just don't see anything. So Kindles are very practical. I feel like great for travel again. I think the books are a little cheaper on Kindle, but I also just love the feeling of a real book. If I'm going to read on the weekend during the day, I'll pick up a real book. Kindles are mostly like for travel and at nighttime. So yeah, I love both, to be honest. But if I had to pick one, Like if you're thinking about getting a Kindle, if you love reading, do it. You will not regret it. Okay, while I'm here, I'm going to get dressed. I got a new order from thredup a couple days ago and I am so excited that we are getting into autumn. Nashville is getting a bit cooler and I got some autumn pieces and I'm really excited about them. Huge thank you to thredup for sponsoring this part of the video. I think thredup is one of my favorite brands to work with ever because I just love them. So if you have never shopped on thredup before, it is an online thrift store. It has like any brand that you can think of. It also has kids brands, which is amazing. So great women's and kids stuff. Really, really great prices. I'm going to tell you my favorite hack for thredup is searching Free People sweaters. I do this every time I make an order. I search through their Free People sweaters because if you know Free People sweaters, first of all, they can be pretty pricey, but Free People I feel like have the best sweaters. They just like are luxurious. They're like heavy and like such nice quality. They're marked down so much but still like amazing quality. Like this is pretty much new. Something also that's really exciting is that they have now launched this thing on their like app and website now where you can view people's favorites, which I think this is the best idea that they've ever had because you can spend so long on thredup because they have so much stuff. You can really just be scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and looking at so much stuff. I spent a couple hours and I went through so many of my favorite brands, so many of my favorite products, and I favorited them. So I'll leave my link down below. You can basically shop my favorites. So everything that I'm showing you today, I shopped through my favorites. You know, I've already done the work for you. They have also given me a code. So you can click my link below, you can shop my favorites and use my code Jess Conte. That will get you an extra 40% off. That is such a good code, an extra 40% off your first order. Okay, let me show you what I got. So the first thing is this Free People sweater. It is like beautiful, heavy, like, you know, there's like, it's just an expensive feeling sweater and I'm really excited to wear it. I think it'll be so perfect for fall. Autumn. Getting American. This is another Free People sweater. So cozy. It's actually kind of inside out. I bet you could wear it if you like cut off the tag. You could wear it double-sided. Anyway, literally so comfy. The next thing that I got, which I added this to my favorites, so definitely go see if it's still there, is this Uniqlo bag that literally everyone is talking about. It's like a Mary Poppins bag. So how cool. I think I'm going to bring this with me today. I'm going out to do some work. Okay, the next thing I got, I just had to get it out of my laundry basket because I've been wearing it a lot, is this jumper from Zara. Again, it's like kind of like a heavyweight, like it just feels really good quality. And I know I'm going to wear this so much with like jeans, like over both autumn and winter. I was kind of like putting together some things to make an autumn outfit. So this is the brand Leith. And I got this little turtleneck sweater, really nice sweater, really soft. Can't wait to wear this in autumn. And then I paired it with this Zara coat. I think this is such a cool, like sophisticated coat that I'm gonna wear in autumn with some boots and some jeans. I love it. So definitely click my link below. My code is Jess Conte for an extra 40% off. Okay, this is what I went with. I went with the Uniqlo bag and the Zara sweater. I just like did a little bra tuck. Okay, don't mind that there is a shower curtain and a shower rod just laying there. We just a few days ago got shower glass in. That was one of the things that we had to wait on about maybe a month being in the new house. So exciting news is that the shower glass looks really good, but now we have this long shower rod that I guess we'll put in the basement. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. Okay, next question is breastfeeding update. So I have stopped breastfeeding. It has probably been 2 weeks now of fully not breastfeeding. Kaya was nursing maybe like 3 times a day and taking a bottle of formula once a day. I felt like that is what my supply could allow me to do. And then she turned 1 and, you know, she's been like eating more food as she was like getting up to becoming 1. She turned 1 and was just like, okay, I am a toddler now, so I don't need your milk. She loves food. Like we got all like the green light from the doctor to start introducing like proper milk, like not breast milk, like regular milk. So we tried her with goat's milk and whole milk and she said no to both of them. And I was like, what do you mean you don't like milk? I was making smoothies for her with some milk and like veggies and stuff like that she would like to drink, and it was like her way of getting milk. While that was happening, she would still request to nurse first thing in the morning. Like that was the first thing she had to do was nurse. I knew that, like, we can get into this like later in the video too, but you know, we're having more conversations about like, okay, what does a second baby look like in our future? etc, etc, etc. And I just knew that my breastfeeding journey was coming to an end. She was only nursing like quite quickly, only a couple minutes in the morning. So what I started to do was wean her off, and we did nursing one morning. The next morning she went straight to the kitchen and like had a snack, some water, whatever, maybe some milks. Every now and then she had milk. And so we started doing that every second day. We did that for maybe a week or two, and then she was totally fine doing that. And then it got to the third day and she was happy going and having a snack straight away. And then it got to the fourth day and I was like, Gabriel, should I nurse her? Should we just keep going? Like, this is going good with her. So I decided to stop, and I feel like that was the best decision for me, because if I was nursing her knowing that it was my last time nursing, I think I would be a mess and like just crying so much. It's even making me emotional like voicing it. So I really think being like 4 days in, being like, okay, that was the last time I was going to breastfeed and I'm just not going to go back to it. And she's been totally fine. She hasn't asked for it. This is kind of a long story, but now she does take milk. She takes either goat's milk or whole milk before she goes down for a nap, and she's loving that. And I'm getting like cozy milk cuddles. It's come to an end. And I don't know about you guys, if you have gone through a breastfeeding journey, now that it's over, are you like, no one touch me? But this is the first time in so long that I have just like had my body just being my body. Like 9 months growing her and then 13 months nursing her. Now I'm like, I just need my body back for a little bit. So it's been good, and I just hope that I'll be able to breastfeed my next baby. I'm really proud of us. We worked hard. All 4 of us worked really hard because it was hard in the beginning. It is 12:48. Gabe and I just finished our second call of the day, and he just went in. We're going to work at a little coffee shop for a couple hours. I was like, you go in, I'm going to answer another question before I go in. Let's see. How did you lose all the baby weight struggling here? That makes me really sad. First of all, you were doing an amazing job. Having a baby and just like the changes that your body goes through afterwards, you just don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what your hormones are going to do, what breastfeeding, like you don't know any of that. So I feel like all my life I have kind of been like on the taller side and on the thinner side. So, but I still wasn't sure what my body was going to do after giving birth. I also worked out a little bit when I was pregnant, but I was pretty much consistently working out pre-pregnancy, which I think maybe helped. I walked a lot while I was pregnant, and then I hear that breastfeeding like helps because it like burns so many calories, and I breastfed for 13 months. So I'm assuming that's kind of what happened and like what helped. I was also like more consistently working out months and months and months ago. With, I don't know, traveling, and we've had a lot of guests, then we've been packing and moving. I haven't been working out consistently at all. I used to go to like a neighborhood gym in our area, but now we've moved away. I like need to join a gym or join like a workout class or something like that, so I still need to do that. But definitely just give yourself grace. I feel like postpartum for me, I like lost some weight and then like have put on more weight. I don't know if that's like stopping breastfeeding or whatever it is, but my body is definitely different from pre-pregnancy. Boobs, belly, like all of it is just different, and I'm just trying to be as confident as I can with it. Just like know that you are doing a really good job. The fact that your body went through that and now you are like caring for this baby, like you are doing more than enough. I just like want to give you a hug through the screen, and just like I just want you to feel beautiful, and like I just hope you know that you're doing a really good job. Okay, I'm gonna go inside, join Gabe and get a cup of tea, get some work done, but I'll be back. I'm back home. That was very productive. I am just sat outside. I truly just love our backyard, and it's so peaceful sitting out here. As I was walking out, our resident groundhog was really close and like ran away, and he's so cute, just like in a bunch of trees. It's so peaceful, so quiet. This next one is, will you stop doing vlogs soon because of the podcast? The short answer is no. We have some vlogs planned, we just haven't had a chance to film them yet. This is talking about our Jess and Gabriel channel. So we just recently, I think 6 weeks ago, launched, or maybe 7 weeks ago, launched So Far So Good, our podcast, and we are having so much fun with it. We are just trying to kind of get the ball rolling with that, and we've recently launched like our memberships, which has like merch and a Discord chat, and they're like, our members are really involved in the podcast like pre-production, like questions and stuff. So it's just been a lot of work getting that
like, up and running smoothly. But yes, we are definitely going to vlog. Our goal is to kind of like do both at the moment, but that's why also we were like, should we put the podcast on a different channel? But a lot of you guys, pretty much all of you guys, said to keep it on the Jess and Gabriel channel, so we do want to keep it there. But yes, vlogs will be coming soon. Next question, what are your views on modesty? Everyone has a different opinion on modesty, and everyone has a different opinion on what modesty means for them. What I have found as I've gotten older, and even more so after becoming a mum and my body changing a lot, I definitely feel more confident when I am dressing to my like version of modest. To me, that's kind of like, I don't wear like super revealing clothing unless I'm like going to the gym and I'm wearing leggings or something, but even then I usually put a t-shirt over top. Yeah, it's different for everyone. I definitely am uncomfortable like showing cleavage, or like sometimes even putting on a bikini. As I've gotten older, my views have like definitely become like I'm more comfy, a bit more covered up. But I don't know, sometimes there's like a pretty dress that I'll put on and it makes me feel beautiful. That was a conversation really heavy on my channel, on my social medias years ago. Like I could be wearing a dress, or if I posted Gabe and I at the beach and I was in a bikini, like people would roast me because I wasn't dressing modest. And I just think everyone just has a different version of modesty. I really come to be totally fine and confident in my version of modesty. So if like those comments were to come up again, but realistically, like I'm in like a jumper and jeans every day, but if something was ever to come up, I would be confident in like where I stand with my views on it. But everyone's different. I just feel like when I'm wearing something really tight or showing more of like my chest or whatever, like it's just not a comfortable time for me. It's like I'll be second guessing myself at the event like the whole time. Say if it's like a wedding and I'm like wearing a different sort of dress or something, you just want to be comfy. Like that is just the most important thing, and you can be cute and comfy at the same time. That's my views. I am so relaxed out here. I'm gonna answer one more. I could sit out here and film an entire video out here. It's like so peaceful. Do you regret wasting so many years in LA and Florida? I don't regret it. I think we loved the time that we spent in LA. I was very homesick the years that we lived in LA because I didn't have my green card, meaning I wasn't able to go back and visit my family. We were also there during COVID and they had really strict lockdowns. Other than that, we had such a fun time. That was just like such a fun season of our life, especially like my career in social media was so new when I moved to LA that, we were going to events and red carpets and meeting other YouTubers, and it was just such a fun time for us there. So I don't regret living in LA at all. And then Florida, I don't regret that either. I think Gabe really needed to go there. I think we both did actually, because we thought about moving to Florida so much, and we again like have incredible memories there. Loved that we got to be closer to his family, but it just wasn't the place where we saw ourselves like living long term. And I think if we hadn't gone there and tried that, especially Gabe, I think like he'd be living here in Nashville going like, should we be living in Florida? Like what if type of thing. So no, I don't regret it at all. I think everything worked out exactly how it was meant to. And then just the timing of us coming to Nashville and all of the signs that we got kind of confirming that this was the right place for us, it was all perfect. It was perfect. And we just love it here now and we never want to leave. All right, Makaire's down for the night and I'm going to do the dishes and answer a couple more questions. Gabe is also here. So everyone behave. He's listening.
Hello.
First one.
Give it to me.
When did you get your period back after having your baby? I still haven't gotten mine.
I got mine back after like 3 or 4 months. What was it, 3.5?
I think I got mine back.
I'm just gonna
Do
ignore
you
me like
remember when I got mine back? I think I've maybe had 4 or 5 periods.
It's like 9 or 10 months.
Thanks, Gabriel.
You're welcome. I got mine back way sooner.
No, I do know somebody who got theirs back at like 6 weeks or something. So everyone is different, but I don't know. I definitely didn't mind. I was like, I am not missing my period at all. The first one that I got back was like not painful at all. It lasted like a day. And then my body went, just kidding. The rest, the second period onwards, have been so terrible.
All right, next question.
Here, read that one.
Things that lift up your mood on those days when everything seems like a struggle. Why are you having me read that one?
What's your answer? What's something that lifts your mood when you're having a bad day?
My baby.
Oh, that's so true. Just her giving us a cuddle or like smiling at us
Makes life better.
turns my day around. For the most part, you would never feel worse working out.
Oh yeah, that's
You know?
honestly playing basketball. That those are like...
She's gonna go play basketball now that you said that.
Go play basketball.
For me also, I will never feel worse after reading the Bible. I think those are the 2 things, or 3, including family time, that really help. Do you find going to the gynecologist awkward? Because I'm so scared to go. I think it's only awkward if you like tell yourself it's gonna be awkward, because if you think about it, this is their job. This is their full-time job that they're doing every single day. Like the amount of pap smears that they've done, they're not gonna remember yours. It's not too awkward, it's just not something that I love to do. It's always something like, oh, you know, I have to go do this, but it's probably not going to be nearly as bad as you have it like in your mind, and it's just, they're there to help you.
I'm in bed. I don't usually bring my laptop to bed. I kind of like this to be like a relaxing place and not a place where you're like working or thinking about work, but Gabe was watching a video out there, so I came in here with my laptop. I'm just going through some stuff, prepping for our podcast that we're recording tomorrow, but thought I would answer another question. Okay, are you back on birth control? Which also kind of goes hand in hand with another one that is, do you recommend birth control? I'm scared to get on the pill and I don't know what to do. So I guess there's like obviously different ways to prevent. I'm not on birth control. If you don't know, I was on birth control for I think 4 years, like pretty much right before we got married. Up until November of 2020 is when I went off, and I had been feeling for a long time it really heavy on my heart to go off. I have videos on my channel. You can just search like birth control on my channel and they will be there, where I kind of go much more in depth about it. But I'm not on birth control, and the pill, and I never want to go back on it. Now being on the other side and it fully out of my system, and I think just like more research coming out about it, and I don't know, obviously look into it yourself. I don't want to recommend or not recommend anything. I would just say I do not plan on ever going back on the pill for Micaiah and any other like daughter that I have. I would like educate them about everything, but I would not recommend my daughters to go on the pill, just from my experience and the experience of everyone, pretty much everyone around me. But yeah, again, I'm not going to tell people what to do on here, especially something as serious as that. I've talked about it a couple times. I really like natural cycles, which is where you take your temperature, and yeah, there are other ways to prevent. A lot of doctors will try to put you on birth control for acne or for bad period pains. That was originally like what a doctor recommended for me, because I have really bad period pains, and I would just like, if you are scared about going on it and it's for acne or for period pains or something, I would kind of look into other options of like maybe different ways for acne, for example, or like balancing your hormones or whatever it is. If I'm talking to a best friend, I would encourage them to like look into those different options before going on the pill, especially if you're scared to go on it. That kind of leads into this next question, baby number 2, when? That was like, oh my gosh, so many people want to know about baby number 2. Probably because Micaiah's 1 now, and my friend was saying this the other day, like everyone starts asking when they're 1. I don't know, why do people do that? Anyway, obviously a lot of you guys are curious. When baby number 2? If I'm going to be completely honest, we did have a chat about it after Micaiah turned 1, which was, gosh, nearly 2 months ago. I think I felt like pressure to be ready for baby number 2, and I wasn't, like, especially because I was nursing. Like, I really wanted time to just have my body back for a little bit, not in a negative way. Like, I loved nursing Micaiah for as long as I did, and grateful that I was able to be pregnant. I don't know, I just like wanted to be fully like me for a little bit before thinking about getting pregnant again. But we had a conversation, and like we were just thinking about like our ideal age gap, and we don't know how long it's going to take this time. You know, maybe it'll be quick or maybe it'll take us a while. You just don't know. You never know these type of things. These conversations are like, we need to start having them. We need to start figuring out if we're both on the same page. I would say Gabe is ready for baby number 2, but also quite a lot of big things were happening, like in our work and also personal life, like moving into this house. I wanted to be settled, so we'll see what happens. I don't want to like put a definite like time out there of when we're going to be trying or anything, because it's so personal. And hopefully when we get pregnant again, you guys will definitely find out. Just this past weekend, we've had Micaiah's cousins here. She just loved being around them. Seeing her become a big sister will just be so sweet. And I can already tell that she will be a really good big sister, because she loves feeling helpful. For the parents watching, what is your ideal age gap? If it's meant to happen, I trust that it will happen in God's time. And yeah, I'm going to be so excited either way. Having a little a newborn cuddles. I'm gonna sign off and keep working on this podcast, and it is 20 to 8. Might go make a cup of tea. Thank you for hanging with me today. You really came along my full day. I know you weren't like in my calls and with me at the coffee shop, but the camera was with me all day. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to do this more often, it was really fun for me to do, and it's just like I like doing the little catch up. So let me know. I love you guys. Hope you're doing well. Really hope you're having a good day, and if you're not, just know that tomorrow is a new day and things can turn around tomorrow. This moment and this like feeling that you're feeling right now will not last forever. Tomorrow is a new day. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.